Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the NASCAR Vernors Cup Series. We're at New Hampshire this week. There's 9 races left to go. Apparently, there's a freaking river or something right here. I don't know why there's a river in the middle of the infield here. I don't know what they're doing with water in the middle of the track. This isn't Daytona. This is New Hampshire. This is the Toms of Maine 300. Ooh, it's a concession stand. That'd be a cool thing to check out using free cam. Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. Now 5 drivers within a race of the points lead. Biden stumbled. Crow soared. Biden's still the points leader, but now Brendan Gaughan, Woody Woodpecker, and Ian Anderson within a race of the points lead. But before we get any further, we got to go through the starting lineup. John Cena on the front row, along with a surprise pole sitter outside the top 35. And points had to qualify in on speed, but he's on the pole. It's Morgan Freeman. Then a classic duo from season 1, Telly Savalas and Richard Simmons. Stephen George starts 6th in this race and 6th in the points. He's going to need to finish a little bit ahead of Joe Biden to have a chance to take the points lead coming out of next weekend's race, the first race in our West Coast Swing 2.0. West Coast. Billy May is also alongside. Then Donald Fagen and Alfred Hitchcock. Fagen knocked Freeman out of the top 35 in points, so Fagen's now locked in. Jerry Springer, and there's Crow T Robot rounding out the top 10. And there's Bela Fleck and Marco Polo. Tom Hanks and Joe Biden. I forgot to mention Billy Mays won last week. That was the throwback Mott Southern 500. It's your points leader. Then Iggy Koopa, Rick Scott, Bob Ross, Carl Edwards. That's a mistake. That was supposed to be the Special Olympics scheme. Whatever. They'll just probably add a race in the West Coast Swing. And Chick Corea and Snoop Dogg round out the top 20. Jeff Lynne and Woody Harrelson line up next, and Count Dracula and Walter White. Al Capone will line up next to Peter Perfect, and Hut Strickland and Tom Jones, Casper the Ghost, and Al Roker. Woody Woodpecker's back here. Not a good week for him to be doing that. Along with Brian Wilson, Burt Reynolds, and Brendan Gaughan. All 3rd through 5th all start outside the top 30. That hurts. Brendan Gaughan actually won here in the Melling Series in 2018, though. Then David Dayton and Hank Hill. There's Ian Anderson and Denzel Washington. Kathy Bates, James Bond. Rounding out the field, surprisingly, a pair of Rush Fender Racing drivers. Last year's point champion, Harrison Ford, starts last. And a driver who has won at this track before, I believe, Geddy Lee. I believe he won the fall race here in 2018. So, we're going to go trackside for our Grand Marshal to give the most famous words in the entirety of motorsports. Start your engines. I believe last time here last year, was it? Oh, it might have been Alfred Hitchcock winning, to be completely honest. Geddy Lee won here. It was basically the spring race, but this got moved to the fall, basically the full fall race date. By spring, I mean the July race, which was Bob Ross 2 years ago. The Truck Series was just here yesterday. It was Grover Cleveland winning in the Melling Series. Green flag is out and we're back racing. Speaking of Grover Cleveland, I believe he misses this week, along with Blaze Alexander. Donald Fagen won this race last year. Yes, Grover Cleveland and Blaze Alexander missed the race. Morgan Freeman shoots out to the race lead. John Cena the second. They're 3 wide for 5th on the opening lap at New Hampshire of all places. Oh, contact. Oh, we already have the caution out. Peter Perfect, Hut Strickland, they look like they're banged up. That might have been why there was a bit of a break in the pack. Oh, yep, they got banged up. What happened here? Going into turn 3. Strickland just came down in the Peter Perfect. Oh, and Al Capone just got dinged. And gets into the wall. Wacky camera angles there. This one's probably in. There we go. Let's see what happened to the 9 and the 90. The 9 looks like he gets the worst of it. Some jostling in the back. Oh! Tom Hanks blows up. Well, he did make it to the green flag. So he does not get a restart. I'm sorry, Mr. Hanks. Where were you in the points? You were doing pretty well. He was 7th in points, only 213 back. Wow, Iggy Koopa's 4th. Al Capone will take this time to use service repair damage. So will Hut Strickland. Trying to repair a bit of damage. You know who doesn't repair damage, and that's the 9 of Peter Perfect, who will line up in the 39th slot. Ooh, he repaired that as best as he could. Importantly, though, he's going to beat the pace car out. That is literally all that matters. I wonder if this is... Wow. Morgan Freeman leads. John Cena second. Freeman's just had... He hasn't won since Fall, Michigan last year, I don't think. Cena, does Cena have a win this year? He might. He did not win last year. His only win, actually, on his career. No, he's got to win this year. I have no clue where. But you got to win somewhere. I think we're going to go green on lap 6. Well, no, 4 of the first 5 laps spent pacing behind the pace vehicle. A very sluggish average speed through 4 laps of 64 miles an hour. We're going to go green. Your top 10 for the restart will be Morgan Freeman, John Cena, Telly Savalas, Richard Simmons, Billy Mays, Stephen George, Alfred Hitchcock, Donald Fagen, Crow T. Robot, and Jerry Springer. Biden's up to 13th. Brennan Gaughan, 28th. Woody Woodpecker, 29th. Ian Anderson, 34th. Green flag is out. We're back racing into Thompson, Maine 300. Great restart. Oh, look at this! An awesome restart for Richard Simmons already. Billy Mays gave him a big push. And will easily take third. Pretty good jump for Biden. Crow actually gained a spot. Oh. And now side by side for the race lead. It's going to be the 20 at the line, but John Cena's giving it all he's got to the inside as they head into turn 1. Good line through for Morgan Freeman. He is definitely, I think he clears. Cena almost cut off the 3. There was almost an accident. Now Telly Savalas going back on it. Side by side, Simmons will hold on the 3rd at the line. Stephen George 5th. Here comes Billy Mays, Alfred Hitchcock, Crow T. Robot, Jerry Springer, Jerry Springer's up here. Freeman leads Cena. He got all the way down this. That average speed just got up to 75 miles an hour. 8 laps through this event. Ian Anderson still 34th. Oh, an interesting move by Woody Woodpecker. They're racing each other. They need to be racing everybody else, though. Carl Edwards back to 15th. Joe Biden trying to hold on to 13th from the Iggs machine. I don't think anybody's called him that. Billy Mays into the top 5 now. Richard Simmons looking for the 2nd slot on John Cena, trying to muscle his way through. But Cena is going to get a run off of 4. Side by side at the line, it's the 24 with a bumper over to 3. Oh, man, it's like watching the 90s all over again. Seeing the 20 black, actually, no, this is... These combinations of schemes, the DuPont Flames and the Goodwrench. Black 3 ran 1 race in 2001. And then they've run a lot since 2018. So this is really just them. I was getting nostalgic over nothing. Morgan Freeman leads after 11 laps. That's ridiculous. It's not even funny. Well, there's my yearly Kingdom of Loathing reference. That is in itself a reference to something else. Jerry Springer trying to grab... Oh, look at this! LaFleck loses 12th to Joe Biden. Maybe I should just spontaneously call him the Wizard on the spot. Like Gus Johnson did for frickin' Trace McSorley of Penn frickin' State frickin' University. Woody Woodpecker up to 27th. Al Capone trying to move by Hut Strickland. Geddy Lee up to 35th. Ian Anderson still 34th. Oh, Brendan Gaughan making a move for 28th on Al Roker. Very minor championship implications. He's getting into the toe of that 21. That's a very good call. Oh, but Roker's going to use that legendary high line. It doesn't work out that well. Oh, but Gaughan now going. He's trying to get by Woody Woodpecker himself. These two battling for third in points. They are letting a big opportunity. They got within a race of Biden, but some rough qualifying means that they might slip back. Speaking of Biden, where is he? He's looking all over the back of Marco Polo for the 11th spot. Back up in front. We missed the lead change. John Cena to the lead. Telly Savalas getting past. Oh, man. So you can take the... Woody Woodpecker will hang on and be in 27th. He's chasing down Casper the Friendly Ghost, a driver who is outside the top 35. Brendan Gaughan having to use the high line as Hank Hill dives low. Gaughan trying not to get conveyor belt carded to the back he might get. Ian Anderson trying to get 33rd. Gaughan, he's trying to use the high line. He's trying. But Hank Hill is there. Speaking of there, Woody Woodpecker's all over the back bumper of that 84. Who himself is all over the back bumper of the 11. Gaughan is going to try and get another run this time by. And he should be clear of the 38's Wrath of Terror. Going for 11th, of course he is Joe Biden. Carl running the high line. Top 3 have started to run away from the field. Telly Savalas leaving the door open after 20 laps complete here at New Hampshire for Stephen George to challenge. George is 6th in points. As I have pointed out in the past, he missed a race earlier this season due to not having owner's points from last year. But he's been ludicrously good in qualifying this year. He was good enough. Oh! There goes the points leader into the wall! It wrecked! Al Capone's nose is dented! John Cena leads them back. Richard Simmons snipes 2nd at the line. Billy Mays back in the 5th. What on earth? Going into the corner. He just got turned. Marco Polo just turned him. Bela Fleck narrowly, everybody you can see narrowly avoiding your points leader. Look at Tom Jones. No, that's Denzel Washington. Oh, no, he got hit from behind by Al Capone. That's right. The champion, Harrison Ford, taking the long way around. Let's go on board this 22. Let's see that again. Does he change speed? He got on the brakes. That saved him. And nobody's taking chances now. The entire field coming down pit lane for service. 4 tires, fuel. John Cena wins the race off. Oh, a bad stop for Morgan Freeman as he gets held in his box. Oh, not a good stop for Carl Edwards at all. The field coming down. Damage repair on some of these crews. Look at this. There is... Al Capone, who takes the hood off and manages to beat the pace car out. John Cena will be your new leader here. We start lap 25. Simmons second. Telly Savalas up to third. Billy Mays fourth. Stephen George fifth. And Alfred Hitchcock, Crow T Robot, Jerry Springer, Marco Polo, Bela Fleck. As they run, Crow T Robot would, I believe, be the points leader by a big margin, yes. Iggy Koopa, Morgan Freeman, Chick Corea, Woody Harrelson, Donald Fagen, Tom Jones, Rick Scott, Carl Edwards, Brian Wilson, Bob Ross, your top 20. Then Snoop Dogg, Jeff Lynne, Walter White, Woody Woodpecker, Count Dracula, Brendan Gaughan, Hank Hill, Ian Anderson, Geddy Lee, Al Roker, Burt Reynolds, David Dayton, Denzel Washington, James Bond, Harrison Ford, Casper the Ghost, Kathy Bates, Hut Strickland, Joe Biden, Peter Perfect, and Al Capone. We're going to go green on lap 27. Right at the yellow, we had gotten the average race speed up over 100 miles an hour. Now it's diving a little bit back down. Eight, 95, 91. Here we go. After second restart of the afternoon, John Cena leads us back to green in the Toms of Maine 300. We're here at New Hampshire. Lap 27 begins. Richard Simmons under fire from Telly Savalas, who has only won once since 2 years ago at Martinsville, I think. And that race was last year, the penultimate race of the year at none other than North Wilkesboro. Side by side with the 3. Cena runs away. Savalas in the second. He's basically cleared. Alfred Hitchcock and Billy Mays side by side for position. Hitchcock now is up at the line and grabbed 2 spots on the restart. But one of them is being really racy in the 36 of last week's winner, Billy Mays. Stephen George up here. He's fighting with Crow T Robot. Oh! Caution! Casper the Friendly Ghost. Kathy Bates. Oh! Did you see that? He just Something happened. What happened? Looks like, oh, Bates just turned him. Wow, everyone's aggressive. And Joe Biden was lucky that didn't happen in front of him. We got back up to 92 mile an hour. Interesting reset. This is good news for Joe Biden, who's now up to 37. Woody Woodpecker was up to 23rd. Brendan Gaughan's still 27th. The caution didn't come out until after the line. Anybody pitting? The 84 and 88 are going to come in. Al Roker also pitted. Interesting move. It took 2 tires. And fuel. So, Al Roker trying to take it safe. He's going to have slightly fret. Where was he? Oh, he was 30. If he didn't lose a lot. Sorry, I just gotta... This has been a little bit of a interesting race. We'll see a restart on lap 34. By the way, John Cena, Savalas, Simmons, Hitchcock, Mays, George, Robot, Springer, Polo, Koopa, Freeman, Fleck, Correa, Harrelson, Jones, Fagan, Edwards, Scott, Ross, Wilson, Dog, Lynn, Woodpecker, White, Dracula, Anderson, Gaughan, Lee, Hill, Reynolds, Washington, Dayton, Ford, Bond, Strickland, Biden, Perfect, Capone, Roker, Ghost, Bates. The running order with Hanks out. Okay. Nobody's cracked 30-second mark. Guess that makes sense. Pace car peels off. We're here for the 3rd restart. In the Toms of Maine 300, John Cena leads us back to green. Decent start. Nobody got a huge jump out of the top 4. Billy Mays, the first one to really get a launch. Trying to get past Alfred Hitchcock and that Pop Secret microwavable popcorn Alfred Hitchcock 43 machine. Down the front straightaway, the Billy Mays machine is not going to quite clear, and he's clear if he wants it in turn 1. And 2, I should say. Hitchcock now going to try and get a run. Stephen George Crow looking high. Mays got arrow pushed up the track by Alfred Hitchcock, I think. It's not going to really affect Hitchcock, though. Biden up to 36. Roker trying to get all over the back of these drivers. Simmons now under fire for Billy Mays, who did grab the 3rd or the 4th spotter. Carl Edwards battling for 17th with Rick Scott. Edwards will clear off the corner. Brian Wilson trying to follow through for 18th. Looks like he will do so. Scott might fight back, maybe not. Woody Woodpecker now up to 21st spot on track. Gone 26th. Biden back. He's in 37th because Al Roker got by him. At the front of the field, it is John Cena leading by about 2/10 over Telly Savalas. For a second, I thought we were under yellow because there were low RPMs. Savalas, now he's going to get to the inside of the 24 on corner entry. Can it stay like that? Gets a run through the middle and an exit. It's a drag race, but at the line, Telly Savalas is a leader here at New Hampshire. Casper the Friendly Ghost has been off by about a half a second. He's still only about 4 laps behind the pack, but he could take into consideration, especially since although we are past halfway in this race, as we now have 35 laps to go in the Toms of Maine 300 at New Hampshire. Savalas leads over Cena, Simmons, Mays, Hitchcock, and others. Edwards now going for 16th, trying to get there on Donald Fagan. Battle for 20th. Woody Woodpecker's got it at the line. Brendan Gaughan up to 24th at the moment. Subject to change. Biden trying to muscle his way around Hut Strickland as Roker on slightly fresher tires is able to move through the field. Maybe not as fast as he likes to, but he's moving through the field. Rick Scott will hold on to 20th actually. Oh! Spin! Oh, Carl Edwards, Bela Fleck. Oh! Big damage for some Oh! Bela Fleck flips it at New Hampshire. Our 4th caution. Our points, not our point, our champion. Joe Biden. slammed into Harrison Ford. Peter Perfect involved. A big wreck. What on earth happened? Looks like Donald Fagen was really aggressive on the 22. Bumped him. Just kept bumping him. I was upset and just sends him. There goes the 94. As you can see, Carl's going. There's the 10 involved. 99, you have a space of it, and you can see just everything just happens all at once. So he spins around. Everybody's coming in again. Telly Savalas will lead this race off of pit road. Billy Mays in second. Morgan Freeman, a great stop, will regain a lot of the spots he had lost. Several drivers are out of the race. The championship has gone away for Joe Biden. Bela Fleck out. Al Capone out. Harrison Ford out. Biden out. Peter Perfect is out of the running. Carl Edwards is having a good run. It's foiled. There's Bond. Will just beat the pace car out by like 4 seconds. What an amazing. We're under caution, 30 laps to go here at New Hampshire. This race has dragged on a lot longer than we thought it would. Walter White has ended up a lap down somehow. Telly Savalas, Billy Mays, Alfred Hitchcock, Jerry Springer, Morgan Freeman, your new top 5. Then Marco Polo, John Cena, Iggy Koopa, Richard Simmons, Chick Corea, your top 10. Woody Woodpecker up to 13th. Crow fell back to 21st. Ian Anderson's 31st. Where is Brendan gone? There he's 15th. We're going to restart with 28 laps to go. Walter White going to be in the mix here to try and get his lap back. "36 cars in the running. 35 on the lead lap. Carl Edwards had a decent run going, but now it's just gone. Braun. Now we're going to restart for the 4th time, I believe. 4 cautions here in the Tom's of Maine 300. Will the final 28 laps be caution free? We'll have to wait and see. Oh, look at this. Jerry Springer getting a jump. But how slow is this 10 going to be, if this 10 is going to be slow at all? Savalas loves to see the 10 not being that fast. He's easily allows him to run away as up to 12th is Woody Woodpecker. Trying to get the Lost Championship back. He dominated, much like Joe Biden did this season, dominated most of the season. Much like Bob Ross last year. That tends to be the trend. Somebody dominates for most of the season, and then it just all comes unglued at the end of the year. Their championship hopes, that is. As we work on lap 50, James Bond is slow. Billy Mays second. Jerry Springer third. Walter White now holding up the inside, which includes Stephen George. 3 wide. That's a rest. It's flirting with disaster, guys. God, they were almost 3 wide. Crow T Robot's not in the greatest of spots. Trying to hold on to his championship lead. He probably will do so at the line. Woody Woodpecker into the top 10. Brendan Gaughan in the 12th. The 21 and 62 getting hot at just the right time to be factors in this championship battle. Where's Ian Anderson? Is he still a non-factor? Oh! Billy Mays washed up the track. Springer third. Anderson still running, battling for 31st. Well, that's Strickland. Crow up to 18th. As I'm starting to get a bit of a headache. Telly Savalas leads as we come to 21 laps to go. Field starting to file out single file for the most part. Walter White running wide. Oh yeah, he's a lap down. He would. Gaughan running 13th at the moment. Bond already 13 seconds back of the race leader, Telly Savalas. About a half a lap behind. Now 19 to go. He's going to get caught if we go caution free. He's going to play a factor into this finish. If a yellow comes out, I think he might be safe though. Billy Mays getting hounded by Jerry Springer for second. Springer flashes down low to the inside in turn 3. He's clear if he wants it, I think, off the corner. No, I don't think he's clear because he's going for the lead. Springer getting hot, aggressive here. 18 laps to go. Side by side with the 92. I don't know if he can get there. He won't be able to get there. Savalas holds on to the lead. Mays might have just gotten a run on Springer at the right time. And all that excitement for Springer ends up with him no better than where he started. That is still in third. So you look towards the back of the pack, Ian Anderson, not exactly the fastest car. Woody Woodpecker trying to hold on to 10th from Tom Jones. Billy Mays, that Skittles Pontiac, trying to get close to Telly Savalas. Like to go back to back. That isn't a feat that happens often anymore. That's definitely rare. Oh no, Mays getting hounded by Springer once again. A Springer nearly into the back of the 36 going into the corner. Bond is going through out of turn 2 as now Savalas is going into 1. Into 3, out of 2. Just over a straightaway away. Woody Woodpecker trying to grab 9th from Chick Corea, a driver who definitely needs these top 10 runs whenever he can get them. He's outside the top 35 in points. He's got to qualify in every week. Good call that one. Ian Anderson trying to gain some spots and get back in this championship fight. We're heading to, we're heading to the West Coast in California. Coming to 12 laps to go for Telly Savalas. And that Regal Parts swelling racing Dodge. Roker, yeah, because everybody pitted for fresh tires. And that killed off the advantage Al Roker had. Caution is out. Morgan Freeman in the wall from 5th. What on earth happened? Did Cena just dump him? Cena just dumped. Oh, that's hard. Oh, that's not. It's a bad angle to hit at New Hampshire. And that was after his terrible crash at Watkins Glen. Oh my God! I don't know what Stephen George was doing, but he nearly ran into him. This race is going to restart. Single file. James Bond is saved by this. Was around 5 seconds away from being lapped or so. Morgan Freeman out of this race. He's getting taken to the hospital. We got in the race speed just up to 94 miles an hour. Slow race, this one. Our 5th and hopefully final caution. Chick Corea running 6th. Fantastic day for him. Woody Woodpecker 8th. Brendan Gaughan 11th because of this. Crow T Robot 16th. Ian Anderson 29th. We'll see at max a 7-lap dash. Probably that will be what we see here. It was, interestingly enough, John Cena who had the fastest lap this race. A very long one, I should say. This single file restart is exactly what someone like Billy Mays would want. Jerry Springer. They'll get a crack at Savalas. Telly Savalas just hoping to hang on for career win number 5. As we will go green with 7 laps to go. 7 miles, that's it. And if another caution comes out, it'd have to be the first lap or 2 back green to even have another restart. So for the pace car lights are off down the backstretch here in the Toms of Maine 300 at New Hampshire Speedway. The Magic Mile in Loudon. Although it's a Magic Mile and 58 thousandths. Can Telly Savalas hold on for the win? Can Billy Mays or Jerry Springer steal? Billy Mays steal it and go back to back? Can Jerry Springer get us upset them both and get his first career win? Will somebody else win? For the 5th and possibly final time, we are restarting. We are back under green here at New Hampshire. Jerry Springer to the inside of Billy Mays. Mays getting a run. Springer not getting as much aero push from his teammate Marco Polo, who's in 5th, as he wanted. Brendan Gaughan's already lost a spot. In the turn 3, Springer is clear of the 36. Here comes Alfred Hitchcock for 3rd. Where was Correa on the restart? Trying. He really tried. Hold on. The game almost froze. That was close. Coming to 5 to go. This is what we like in the business like to call a point of no return. If caution comes out now, they'd be racing back to the line. Off of turn 2, Savalas with some separation. Off of Jerry Springer. Alfred Hitchcock in 3rd. Now it's 16 of Marco Polo. We look towards the field. Nobody crashing that we notice. Knock on wood. 4 to go. 4 miles for Telly Savalas. And Springer is all over him. Covering him like a blanket. Springer looks like he's going to flash down low towards the inside. Heading into 3. They're side by side now. Springer's got a nose out in front in the middle of the corner. They are side by side, drag race to the line. Jerry Springer leads, 3 to go. Can Savalas hang on up high? No, it does not look that way. He's really falling back. Jerry Springer, has he finally done it? He might have. Savalas giving it the old college try and get this lead back, but he's got Alfred Hitchcock all over him. 2 laps to go. Cars are pitting. Hut Strickland, Brian Wilson, Casper the Ghost. Oh, are they fuel mileaging it? It was just like the truck race yesterday. Will Springer pit? Doesn't look like it. Looks like Brendan Gaughan's gonna pit. Throw away a good points run. White flag. Pace car. It's gonna end under green. Springer's leading by 4/10. But he's coming up on Brian Wilson. Is he gonna play a factor? I don't think so. I don't think Savalas is far enough back. He's not going to touch him. Springer, off of 4, is finally going to win in the NASCAR Vernors Cup Series. Jerry Springer wins the Toms of Maine 300. Did anybody stupidly pit at the checkers? No. I've seen that happen before. Too real. Brendan Gaughan is an idiot. Just threw away a ton of points. As you can see, eight races to go. Springer the leader. You can see that. You might as well pause it to show you that there. We're running a little bit late on our scheduled time. Rough race. Yeah, Morgan Freeman, your pole sitter, finishes 36th out of... Ow, sorry. Am I recording? We are recording. Wow. We might get this done within an hour. We're pushing the time slot envelope. Here you go, your new points leader. Crow T Robot, top 6 all within a race. Gone. Did he lose ground? No, somehow he gained 2 spots on the points lead. Crow T Robot, well, he was a championship contender. Was he last year? I know he was 2 years ago. Marco Polo, up 4 spots. Telly Savalas, up 4 spots. Jerry Springer needed the... Somehow Carl Edwards is up to... He's impossibly far behind. Chick Corea had a good run for once. Jerry Springer won. He finally did it. Ian Anderson, Stephen George. Look at this. 10. Now Marco Polo and Brendan Gaughan. Or no, Iggy Koopa joining the 10 top 10 club. Telly Savalas says 50 laps led as we are past an hour. My bad. He had 17, so he led 33 today. Give the man a hand. He drove his eyes out. So that's it. We're going to California next week. We'll see you then. For everybody at Western Cave Sports Network, this is an announcer Western Cave signing off. Another exciting race, and it's Telly Savalas winning after a 5 caution fest race. See ya.